All right, everybody, shut up. Taking attendance. Johnny.
Yes, ma'am.
Forrest Gump.
Yes, ma'am.
Jenny, you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Alexa, play attendance.
Yes, ma'am.
Todd, you were absent yesterday. Did you miss school?
Not very much.
That wasn't funny, Todd. You kids stop laughing. Stop it. I gotta do my lesson today. All right, here we go. Someone get the lights, please. All right, here we go. Here's today's lesson. Okay, welcome everybody. This is going to be an exciting one. This little discussion is called The Value of Time and Money. And I want to go over a few things. A lot of it you saw in the Dan Gilbert video before. If you don't remember it, that's all right. All right, so we're talking about value, time, and money, and I want to show you a few things. And so let's start off by looking at all the cash you will need in your life, okay? And this means not money that you need to have, like that you can get a credit card or a loan. We're not looking at any electric bills or rent or car payments or insurance payments or groceries, nothing. We're just looking at the cash that you need on hand at different times in your life. And we're going to start with the end of your life, okay? And these are all just general figures. Normally in class we scream them out and kind of just get general numbers. Really not the point. We'll get to a pretty close number, all right? So once you're dead, you have your funeral. You can't borrow money for that. And you're going to want $5,000-ish. So other people don't have to pay for it. You don't want to burden other people. Of course, it can be much less or much higher. We're just giving just general stuff. Before you get to your funeral or after your death, you probably want to give some inheritance to the family, to your heirs, grandkids, and so on. Who knows how much that's going to be? Maybe a lot, maybe nothing. Some of you are going to spend it all. That's fine. And for the sake of this, let's say $100,000. It's kind of low probably, but it's fine. Before you die, you're probably going to be in the hospital or in hospice care for who knows how long, but for a while, and let's just say $200,000. I kind of hate that saying, let's just say, right? Because, well, what are we talking about? But for the sake of this, let's just go right here with this. Retirement. When you retire, most financial advisors say when you retire, you should have $1 million in savings. And recently, I've heard that be even a higher number. But we'll just stick with the 1 million. Okay, so when you're no longer working, how are you going to pay for everything? Okay. You probably will have kids. They're probably going to get married. Even if you don't pay for the wedding, you're going to want to contribute. I don't know how many kids you're going to have. 1, 2, 3, who knows? But let's say $50,000 for kids' weddings. Probably more than that, but we'll just go with that. Before they get married, they're probably going to go to college. And you're going to have to fork out money for that. Okay? Granted, you'll probably get some loans or some scholarships or whatever, but you're still going to have to fork out a decent amount. Who knows? But let's say $80,000. Your home. When you buy a home, you're going to have to put cash down, at least on the first, well, on all homes, but you're going to need the cash on the first home. Most loans require 20% down, meaning if you're going to buy a $500,000 home, you need $100,000 in cash. Now, in future home purchases, you'll get that cash from selling your home. But on the first one, and this is only the first time, I'm guessing you need about $150,000 in cash because you're probably looking at like a $700,000 home or something like that. Again, these numbers are just real general. Okay? You're going to buy some cars over your lifetime. And I'm not talking about the car payment. I'm just talking about the down payment. How much are you going to have to give them every time you buy a car? And you can't get a loan for this because it's a down payment, meaning you have to have the cash. And I'm just going with about $5,000 down payment for about 6 cars over your lifetime. I think it's going to be higher than that, but let's just say $30,000 for that. Vacations. I'm being very generous and kind here. How many vacations are you going to take in your life from age 20 to 80? And maybe not every year, so let's say 50 vacations. Well, 50 vacations at $2,000 each for flight and hotel and rental car and fun. Let's say $100,000. I think that's a little low or really low, especially once you get a family, but we'll go with $100,000. Probably going to want to buy some toys, boats, skis, ATVs, I don't know what, surfboards, and you're going to need cash for those, and just assorted stuff is $50,000. Okay, so this is just real general, and it's just cash. Again, these aren't payments. This is just money you're going to need at some point. And so what's our total? Our total is $1,765,000, right? From your age now, roughly 17 or 18, until the time you die, even after you die, you're going to want almost $2 million that you're going to have just in cash, not monthly payments, not loans, etc. All right, sound fun? That sounds pretty cool, right? But it gets worse. Let's take a look at something else. So, how much do you need to save every month to get that number? I'm not talking about money to make, right? How much you need to save. So you need to make a bunch of money to pay for groceries and gasoline and bills and rent and all that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about money you just need to have. Okay, how much you need to save every month. Well, let's say you have that $1.765 million, so you're going to pay it over 62 years. Why 62 years? Well, because let's just assume you're going to live to 80. You're currently roughly 18. So we divide $1.75 million over 62, which means you basically need to start saving $28,467 every year starting now. Oh, that's pretty bad. It gets a little worse. That means starting today, if you're going to have this money available, you need to start saving $2,372 every month. Every month from 18 to 80 is what you need to save to get that $1,765,000. How's that for you? Pretty cool, right? That's exciting. Being an adult's awesome. Oh, wait a second. It gets a little bit worse because you're not going to make that money over 62 years because remember, you're going to retire. So really it's 18 to 67. There's the working years and the years you have to make the money. And so that's $36,000 per year you have to save, not make, but actually put away and have unused, which is $3,000 per month. So you need about $3,000 per month in savings starting today to come up with that. Wow, that's cool, right? Being an adult's awesome. All right. I hope you're feeling about like this right now, right? That sounds really depressing. And so this is all kind of true. And so what is your response going to be? Well, most Americans, looking at research and data now, save how much? Zero. And they save zero because 1,756, whatever the big number was, is too much. And so I can't do that. So my answer will be to save nothing. Well, as you learned in the previous lesson, how about picking up that penny? How about that nickel, that quarter, that you didn't see as valuable? If you were to pick it up, it would at least be a penny, 5 cents, 10 cents, towards this $1.765 million you need to come up with. Okay? And so this is pretty rough. So you're not feeling really great right now. So maybe it's time you should take a break. And I'm serious. Go take a break and let this sit in for a little bit. Press pause on the video, walk around, get a drink of water, enjoy the depressive nature of this little talk, and come right back. All right, I hope you're feeling a little bit better. And I'm hoping that this is gonna make you feel a little bit better by playing a game. And this may be a game your math teacher did back in middle school or something. But it's a fun little game. And it kind of is going to teach you something. All right? So I'm going to give you two choices. To get an A in this class, we're going to do a little bribery here. You have a choice. You can choose A. You can give me $100,000. Nice for this A. Or B, give me 1 penny today and then double that, so 2 pennies tomorrow, the next day, for 30 days. And so what do you choose? Are you going to give me 100,000 or B? And so let's take a look at this little game here. So on the first day, I get a penny. Second day, 2 cents. Third day, 4 cents, because 2 cents doubled is 4. Double that 4 cents on the fourth day is 8 cents. 16 cents on the 5th, 32 cents on the 6th, 64 cents on the 7th, $1.28 on the 8th. On the 9th, I'll have $2.56, and on day 10, $5. Woo! And so if you chose B, it looks like you made a good choice. We're a third of the way through, and you've only owe me like $10 or something like that. So that's pretty sweet. Okay, let's look at the second third of this. The 11th day, you owe me $10.24. 12th day, $20.48. 13th day, $40.96. 81.92, 163.84, 327.68, 655.36, doubling to 1310.72, up to 2,621, up to 5,242. So we're looking at maybe $10,000. So if you chose B again, we're now 2/3 of the way through, and so that's looking pretty good. Okay, let's look at the last column here. And I'm going to round up. I'm going to get rid of those decimals to help you out a little bit. So at day 21, you're going to owe me $10,484, still less than the $100,000. Day 22, $20,868, still less. Day 23, $41,936. Okay, it's getting a little more. We're probably going to break even. 24th day, $83,872. All right, well, now we've gone over that, so it looks like A was maybe the better choice. Day 25, $167,744. Wow, that's quite a lot. Day 26, $335,488. Day 27, $670,976. Wow, add those together, we're over $1 million. Day 28, $1,341,952. Day 29, $2,683,904. And on the last day, you need to give me $5,367,808. And it ain't just that, because that's all the ones before too. So we're looking at what? A whole bunch. $8-9 million, something like that. And so pay attention to this, right? So there's not much here, blah, blah, blah. We're just plodding along. It's little, all the way through here, through almost the entire month. It's kind of like not a whole lot. Only here does it get a little bit, right? And it's like, oh, okay, that's quite a bit. But look at that right there, how it explodes at the end, okay? Near the end, that red box, that's where you make all the money, or in this case, I make all the money. A huge amount, almost the entire, $8-9 million is made on the last 4 days, okay? Super important to understand this. This is what happens, or what can happen, and this is an exaggeration, but I'm trying to make a point, when you invest your money. And when you get to the readings and some of the information, this is the magic of what's called compounding interest. The money sits forever at low amounts, and it just sits and builds little by little. But by the end, it just explodes, okay? So if this was your life, right, this would be you now and so on, and you're just a kid, you're only putting away a little. But if you keep putting away money, eventually you've got this amount, and it's staggering. And it is magic, it is some kind of exponential math thing, and it's amazing, okay? In class, what normally someone would ask me is, oh, okay, Pickett, you're so smart. Do you have millions of dollars, blah, blah, blah? And I'll get mad and I'll be like, well, no, I don't. I have maybe $2,000, right? And they'll say, why do you have only $2,000? And it's like, well, I'm still 15 years-ish away from retirement. So by the time this keeps going, will I have this amount of money? Well, maybe not $10 million, but yeah, a substantial amount of money, $1 million from just saving those nickels, dimes, quarters, rounding up stuff, putting money away when I can, okay? So, interesting little game. And again, it's an exaggeration of what happens with compounding interest in investing, but it ain't that exaggerated, okay? And so I want to show you now the non-exaggeration, the value of time and money. When you infuse time into this equation, and this is completely not exaggerated, right? So take a look at this. We have person A, okay? And they start here at age 18, and it's every year till 65. And person A starts off with 0. If you can't see it, it's okay. Just trust me, it's 0. and they deposit $2,000. Okay? And then they earn 7% interest or $140. So by the end of the year, they have $2,140. Okay? At age 19, their due balance is $2,140. They add another $2,000, so they have $4,140. So now they've got this amount here, which I can't see because I don't have my glasses. Okay, and then it keeps going. So every year they add $2,000, but let's say at age 27 they stop. Okay, and then for the rest of the time they add nothing, but the interest will still accrue or build up, and they'll have a new growing balance. So that's person A. Okay, let's look at person B. Person B does the exact opposite, and this is kind of more what people do. From age 18 on, they save nothing. Okay, they're in high school, they're in college, they've got their first job, they're just earning money, so they don't deposit anything. Pretty typical. At age 31, they have zero balance and they start saving the $2,000 a month, earning the same amount of interest, and so on. This 7% interest, by the way, is a pretty doable amount to get if you're investing money. Maybe not if you're just trying to do it yourself, but if you investigate some, research some, or have a financial planner, this 7% totally doable over your life, right? So maybe not every year, but over your life, 7% completely doable for pretty much anybody. Okay, so this person does this and they add $2,000 every year. So let's see what happens. First, I want to point out that person A right here puts in $20,000 of their own money. They take the cash out of their wallet, they have to use it, and they save it. Okay, so that's not too fun. Person B, though, takes out $70,000 from their wallet over those years and contributes to this fund. So person A was not a whole lot, right? $20,000 out of their account, out of their wallet. Person B, $70,000. All right. By the end of this, person B will have $295,000, almost $296,000. Okay, so by investing, that's a great job. They have almost $300,000. Person A, though, look at that. Is that not amazing? They'll have $386,000, almost $100,000 more than B, $90,000 more, right? They have $90,000 more, but they put in $50,000 less of their own money. That's pretty cool, right? So they put in $20,000 less than this person, but they got $90,000 more. And I hope you see why, right? The reason why they got so much more money is that they put in the $20,000 earlier, and it had more time to grow, right? Time is super, super important. And time is a resource that you have more than anyone being young, right? You have all this time to accrue this money. So A is the better choice. Do this, get it over with, boom, 20, and then it can just sit. And now you can spend your money on whatever you want, right? So that is a way better way to do it than the other way. Less money, more time, which doesn't cost you anything, and you make $90,000. Now, the question is, what's the best idea? Actually, imagine if you combined A and B, if you started at 18 and then continued past and went to here. How much money would you have then? Most of you are going to say, if you add those two, you're going to have what, $700,000, right? If you combine 386 and 295. No, you're going to have even more than that because you're going to have this time plus this time to add it. You'll have well over $1 million, okay? And so when you get to this investing and savings information and research, pay attention to those types of things and it'll give you some insight. So that's pretty cool. Okay? I hope you found this interesting or at least scary and made you pay a little more attention to the potential of saving and investing.